that sort. Hello everyone, and welcome to another round of the Driven by Speed Formula 1 series, and we are at the glorious Styrian Hills of Spielberg in Austria for the 20th round of the championship for the Austrian Grand Prix. And as you can see, it is clear for qualifying, unlike what it was for last week, which was a little bit wet, but glad to see that it is dry for qualifying. I don't know what it'll be for the race, but we'll have to wait and see, obviously. Alright, so with that in mind, and also apologies for being silent for a little while as well. I had a little bit of technical difficulties to deal with, but that's all sorted out now. Let's go over the Shooters reports while we're at it as well. There was only one report, something minor, but what have a lot of drivers been taking the piss out of. Curving Texas was trying to request a penalty that he got in last week's race for getting a 10-second penalty for cutting turn 3, but it was just incidental. He basically put the curve, I think, or something like that, and then cut along the grass at turn 3, and the game just said that was given a 10-second penalty. Unfortunately, he was. The rule is that you are supposed to have your race director with you, and unfortunately, Curving did not provide that. So the penalty does stand. So, looking at the drivers and constructor standings right now, as it stands, Absolute Unit is lead by nearly 100 points with 388 points. Tim Matt in second with 294. Cantu Crap in third with 232. Blocky in fourth with 220. Fifth is BCP with 215. So pretty close battle for third. And sixth is Curving, who's not racing today. That will be Banana Josh in the McLaren. He's currently sixth with 179, and then tied. Oh, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. And seventh is Chich with 169 points. Dan the Racer in eighth with 166. Bottom in ninth with 162. Jack with 161 in 10th. Vision in 11th with 141. False in 12th with 137. 13th is Lane Everingham with 136, and ACW in 14th with 135. Iconic Q in 15th with 127. Konaus in 16th with 124. Honest Crook in 17th with 96. Prezzo in 18th with 91. Reedy in 19th with 55. And JJ rounds off the last of it with 29 points. In the constructor side of things, Alpine's leading with 581 points. Aston Martin second with 549, so close foul first in the constructor side of things. And in third is Haas with 414. Fourth is Ferrari with 370. Red Bull in fifth with 310. Williams in sixth with 297. McLaren in seventh with 275. Mercedes in eighth with 260. Alfa Romeo with 234. And AlphaTauri rounds it off in last with 197. With all that little sort out of the way, we'll focus on qualifying. So, like I mentioned, we're at the Red Bull Ring, and of course it is one of the shortest tracks on the F1 calendar, consisting of 10 turns around the racetrack, and about 4.3 kilometers long is this for the circuit. 3 DRS zones as well down the main straight from the last corner to turn 1, then exit of turn 1 up towards turn 3, and then down the back straight from turn 3 at the exit of turn 3 onto turn 4. Alright, so at the moment, as you can see, leading the way is Tim with a 104.3, and Cantu Crap in second with a 104.4, Vision in third with a 104.7. I'll put the tires up because I see Chich did that time on the mediums to see where everyone's at. Fourth is Conehouse with a 104.8. BCP in fifth with a 105 flat. Same with Prezzo with a 105.014. Dan the Racer in seventh with a 105.1. JJ in eighth with a 105.2. And then Chich did that on the medium tire with a 105.5. Lane in 10th with 106 flat. And absolutely in it, I'm guessing, while I was reading all that out, the standings and all. Looks like he might have crashed out of qualifying. So he will not participate. So that might be pretty big for the championship implications. We'll have to wait and see. And then Banana Josh right off the rest of the runners so far with a 128.5. Let's see. Let's see if we can get a guide tour of this place, or give you a bit of a lap. Tell you what, we'll allow Prezzo. He'll give us a guide tour of this place around the Red Bull Ring. So, coming down the final corner, and then open the DRS to begin his flying lap. Up towards turn 1, it's a bit of a rise on the crest, through louder curve, through turn 1, clipping that pretty nicely done. Down the second DRS straight, up through, oh, looks like he backed out of, oh yeah, he ran a little bit wide. I didn't see that on the map until just now, why he backed off. Alright, so you what, we'll run along with his brother then. He'll, oh, never mind, he involved it as well. I was gonna say. Let's see. Shoot. Try to figure out who else we can, we'll just ride along the lane then. He'll give us the lap. He usually likes to do that kind of stuff when he commentates, so we'll use the commentator. So, up the hill towards loudest curve, turn 1, braking just past 100 meters, clipping the curve there on the inside. It's a bit of a tall curve. Down the second DRS straight, yellow flags there for a Red Bull, you can see there. Down through turn 2, that's the kink there. Up to turn 3, braking past 100 meters. Into second gear, using the inside bit of the track, using third gear to maximize the traction, which is what I do as well. Down the back straight at the exit of turn 3, on towards turn 4 with the DRS open. And doesn't use the wider bit. I usually like to use the wider bit of the track to get a wider entry. Lane doesn't do that. Down through fourth gear, up to fifth, sixth, through the kink to turn 5, now into turn 6. Braking just past 50 meters, using the inside curve of turn 6 onto turn 7, and then 8. The left right hand as you crumple through the middle sector apparently. A little bit of an awkward exit, but still might be a very steady lap. Through turn 9, ooh, had a little bit of a wobble there. And then into turn 10, the final corner. Up to the line, what will be the time be for Lane? 105.1 is the time. There are some areas that you can get warnings quite easily, and mainly the areas are turn 1, as you saw from Prezzo, running wide. Sometimes I've seen drivers, I'm guilty of it too, riding over that curb at turn 1 as well, on the inside part of the corner. It does tend to unsettle your car as well if you're not careful. And then through where ACW is, you can go wide through there and also invalidate, same at turn 8 as Tim improves to a 104.2. ACW will come across the line soon. He was last week's race winner at Portugal. Let's see what he does on the medium compound tire as he crosses the line right about now. And wow, a 104.1 for ACW. That's a really cracking lap there for ACW indeed. I probably would imagine Pole will be somewhere maybe in the 103, so maybe looking at a high 103 as Vision and, oh, hello, there's a Williams there too. I think that's Jack just doing the same thing Vision's doing, just pulling over, yeah, just slaying through some cars behind him. Let's see. Basically about to start a lap right now. We got one of the Alphas coming. That would be Reedy. And I've also noticed Iconic Q is not here as well, even though he did check in saying he would race, but it's alright. Reedy about to cross the line now to complete his lap. Does a 104.6. That's a good time for Reedy. I'm sure he'll be very happy with that. Puts him about less than what is that, 1.5 tenths maybe behind Banana Josh, so not bad at all. And look at the times too as well. And this is pretty common as well around Austria. It usually gets very close around qualifying. The top 15 is separated by just over a second, I'd say. Very, very close qualifying so far. Botta will begin his lap soon. JJ will be, oh! That was a bit of a snap of oversteer. He's got Konas behind. It doesn't impede him for the way it looks. I think he improved it. No, maybe not. I don't know. It said on the timing screen he did a 104.6, but I don't know if that was invalidated or not. There's his teammate behind. Spot on. Let's see. But now Josh about to round the middle sector. He said it said he was up by 1.5 tenths. What does it say through the middle? He's up by over 4 1/4 tenths, and there's an Alpine there, false, in the middle of the road, or in the middle of the gravel trap, I should say. Through turn 9, rounding turn 10, the final turn. Very easy to go wide through there as well. You got to be very careful with that. Crossing the line, and it's a 1:03.9. We're now into the 1 minute 3 mark. By Manad Josh, a good time actually too. But he did that on the soft compact tire. ACW did that on the mediums, and he's about just 2 tenths off. Just rounding the final corner using the bit of slipstream. Goes 7th quickest with a 104.5. Next to come across looks like to be Nastin of BCP. Up by 3 1/1000ths and improves by about 1.5 tenths. Goes 11th fastest with a 104.8. He's also got a Williams behind of Lane. Oh, hello. What was that? That was Bodod. Seemed like he has another spin moment again. He had a lot of those last week at Portugal. Was not the biggest fan of it. Hopefully he doesn't have too much of that this week. And let's see what Lane does here. He's currently 14th with a 105.1. Coming through the middle sector now through turn 5 at to turn 6 he comes. Hugging the inside. What does the clock say for him? He's down by 1/2 second, so he probably wasn't improving. Probably was a slowdown lap, I guess. Let's see. Does he go into the pit lane, or is he... Well, he should be now. That was a bit of an awkward entry if he was going for a lap. Currently, we have 4 minutes left to qualifying. And currently, your pole setter is Manad Josh with a 104.1. ACW back out on track. He's back out on the medium still. No, is he number 15 all the time? I thought it was number 49. Okay. Well, fair enough. And he's also trying to burn off the field. That's typically something any driver should do, because with the cars having, well, just 2 modes, it is very hard to burn off the field. Ooh, a little sideways there. It was Vision coming out of turn 4. Through turn 5, now to turn 6 goes the Ferrari. What does the clock say for him? He's up by 4 1/1000ths of a second. And he's got 2 Alpha Towers in front of him. Hopefully they'll get out of the way. Well, his crook isn't really getting out of the way, but he's on the lap. I might have hurt him a little bit. Let's see what the clock says for Vision. He improves to a 104.2, goes 3rd quickest. ACW about to start his lap now. There's Honest Crook getting out of his way. Got a couple of poles in his name, ACW. Can he make it another one here? Gets a bit of a sneaky toe there from Vision. Clock says he's up by nearly 1/10 through the first sector. So he's already improving. That's a purple first sector as well, according to the track map. Down the back stretch and up towards turn 4. And he kind of listened. Maybe he might have listened to what I said. Like I said, you take that wide entry to turn 4, really helps you get that turn in through turn 4, because it's a bit of a technical corner through there. Through turn 6, now up to turn 7. Clock says he lost a fair bit of time. He's down. He's got down by about 1 1/1000th, but he's still up. Through turn 9, nice little flick of the steering wheel. Through turn 9 to turn 10, that looks very good indeed. Crossing the line now, and he does a 103.9 as well, and beats Manad Josh's time by 1 1/1000th of a second. Or, if you put it in milliseconds, 15 milliseconds. So great time from ACW. Tim is invalidated his lap, unfortunately. A few other cars about to come out for their last runs of qualifying. Prezzo getting his lap started, and Williams coming behind of his brother, from what I understand. And there goes Prezzo through turn 1. A little bit wide. There's the Ferrari there. I think that is Vision. Up through turn 3. He's up by just 18 milliseconds through the first sector. Prezzo is. Let's see. What about his brother? How's he doing? He's down by 25 milliseconds through the first sector. Ready comes in. I think that'll be his qualifying officially over. One of the Red Bulls, I think, is ahead into the middle set. That's Bottot. Oh gosh, he does not look like he's having a great time. Prezzo is up by now 36 milliseconds to the middle sector. And there's his brother in the background as well, you can see. ACW is officially retired. He's going to start the race on the medium tire as well, if he holds it on the top 10. And Prezzo unfortunately ran wide, and he runs even more wide at the final corner. Jack coming across the line. What will the lap time be? He doesn't improve. It's a 104.5 for the Williams. Next to cross the line is, looks like False, I think, starting his lap now. There's Chich about to follow suit as well. And let's see what False's first sector says for him. Yellow flags, that might be for ACW out of fuel. Clock says he's up by 33 milliseconds. Chich to the first sector, I didn't really get a reading of that. There's a Ferrari behind of Canty Crap. And I think next across will be Dan the Racer, as he'll be the next across, but he's unfortunately invalidated. Bottot has invalidated as well. He looks like he'll be settling for 13th, as there's a Mercedes that's going off the road. That is Prezzo at turn 8. Unfortunately there for the Mercedes-Benz. False. I did not get a reading of what the time was for him, but we'll see how he is through the final 2 corners. Through turn 10, a little bit wide, crossing the line. 104.8. What about Chich? What does he do? He stays where he is. And Vision improves to 4th quickest with a 104.2. And that looks like to be qualifying over. And it is ACW on pole position by 15 milliseconds from Banana Josh. And the big difference is the tires as well, because ACW is starting on the medium compound tire. So it'll be ACW, then Banana Josh, then Vision, then Canty Crap, and Tim in 5th, who is representing South Korea for today. Jack in 6th, Chich in 7th, Conehouse in 8th, Reedy in 9th, Dan the Racer in 10th, Prezzo in 11th, BCP in 12th, False in 13th, Bottot in 14th, JJ in 15th, Lane in 16th, Blocky in 17th on his crook, and then Absolute Unit, who will start at the back of the grid because he crashed out in qualifying. I mean, I could say what these flags are, but obviously these are the same flags that I've seen for maybe about a month and a half, maybe 2 months. With Canty Crap with the Polish flag, Prezzo the Jamaican flag, and False with the Cyprus flag, of course. So you ran, Banana Justice is saying to me that he ran wide on the penultimate turn and didn't get his lap invalidated. Well, I guess he got pretty lucky. And oh, hello, cloudy skies. Oh, this might spice things up a little bit. Maybe we might see some rain here. You never know. Can be that way here in Austria, where you have some mixed conditions. I remember I've had that. What was it? A couple weeks ago in another race I was in, where we're from dry to intermediate conditions. It's not bad around here, but it's very difficult to pass, I would say, in intermediate conditions. Probably worse than the wet. There we go. Oh yeah, and also my voice is actually sounding a lot better. I mean, I'm still kind of coughing here and there, with me still trying to get over the cold, but I feel a lot better though than I have in the previous couple of races though. Well, at least my voice doesn't sound like freaking hoarse. Can't say the other word. Try to censor myself there a little bit. Alright, let's see what everyone is on terms of tires. I know ACW is the only one in the top 10 on the medium tires, and then everyone else on the softs. From behind the top 10, Prezzo is in 11th on the mediums, BCP in 12th on the mediums, Falston 13th on the mediums, Butthot in 14th on the mediums. JJ is the only one that will start on the soft tire outside the top 10, so he's going to go very aggressive and go straight for the launch off the start. Lane in 16th on the mediums, Walking 17th on the mediums, on his crook on the mediums, Absolute Unit on the medium tire. So there you go. And the only difference with that and ACW's tires on the mediums is ACW's is scrub tires. And that's the predicted strategy there. Medium, soft. I think ACW will want to do a one-stop strategy for this, which would be a medium soft if you can stand those medium tires, or from medium hard if you feel like you want to get a massive undercut. But the only difference is the hard tire is not the greatest tire of choice around this place. But also tire wear is not that big of a factor either around Austria. But tire management can be key in this track once you get to the end of the race, depending on what lap you pit, of course. Soft tires, I know, is a soft medium strategy. They'll pit somewhere like on lap, I want to say lap 11 or 12, and then go for the medium tires, if I remember correctly. Anyways, we've got everyone lined up the grid, all 19 cars, and we will get 36 laps underway here at the steering hills. So here we go. Here come the lights. 5 of them here in Austria. It's lights out, and away we go. And Banana Josh converts well off the line, and it looks like he'll be leading into the first corner ahead of ACW. ACW has to convert into second place. Can't do crap behind him in third. And what's going on in the back here? That's Oz Crook that's had a bit of an incident. And up towards turn 3 now. Banana Josh on the inside line. He holds it. Earned the big send there from the Mercedes-Benz of Chich. He took a big send and he's converted all the way down to plumb last from trying to go 3 wide there between himself and Jack and Tim. Unfortunately there. So he's down to 19th place. Prezzo now is trying to go down the inside of Reedy. And they made contact a little bit there. Reedy on the inside line. Prezzo with a great start as well on the medium compound tire as well. Same with BCP in the top 10. And right now there's just holding back. Oh, Banana. And hang on, someone's gone off. That's Bottot. He's gone off a little bit there at turn 8. Down to 17. Not been the greatest start for him. But who has had a good start is Banana Josh, leading the way by just 0.4 of a second though. And there's been yellow flags, and Vision is going to the pits. He's got damage. Maybe he was the one that got, I think I might have got the cars a little bit mistaken. I think that was Vision and then Tim, not Tim and Jack. That was in that collision with Chich at turn 3. I saw Chich made a massive send that wasn't going to work. I don't know if he just outbroke himself or he was trying to go for a move, but either way, it wasn't going to work. Let me see who the biggest winners and losers are. Shoot, I forget which one it is. Nope, not this one. There we go. So, out of the Solid Absolute Units gained 7 places off the start, up from 19th to 12th. And like I mentioned, Prezzo has gained 3 places. He's off to a pretty decent start. BCP as well. JJ's gained 4 places. But unfortunately, the biggest losers, Chich and Vision, who are down near the rear of the field. And now DRS will be enabled here on this lap. And that means ACW now will have the DRS on that McLaren ahead of him. And Tim and Kitty Craft, same story with them. Jack in 5th. Keeping up at least. It'll be a bit of a DRS train. Conehouse, though, is a little bit outside the window for that. And Prezzo down the inside. Reedy, though, is going to go for the switchback. And Prezzo, he ran wide at turn 3, overshoot the corner, and then he almost lost it. But thankfully, though, he's managed to keep the car under control. Unfortunately, lost DRS to Reedy there because he was ahead of him in the detection zone. And Oscar, meanwhile, getting past Blocky there for 14. According to the timing screen, those two are having a bit of a scrap at turn 6. And meanwhile, up ahead, it looks like pretty much a DRS train from 1st to 5th. As Bernard Josh sets another fast lap, but make that Tim sets the fastest lap on 1:06.856 for the Aston Martin driver. A little bit of dirt kicked up, and there's someone that's gone slowly. I thought I saw a front wing, but I guess that might have been a tire mark. I don't know. Maybe there was just local yellows. Anyway. ACW on the back of Bernard Josh. I'm probably going to assume ACW is going to try to save some battery. As, yeah, he's got heaps. Oh, definitely compared to Bernard Josh. By miles. That's like nearly a 45% difference from what I saw in terms of the quick glimpse. ACW doing very well though on those medium tires for sure. So far, him, Prezzo, and BCP rather, are the only ones on the medium tires currently in the top 10. As I mentioned, Prezzo, he gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So Kohnhaus and Prezzo have 3 seconds for the time penalties. ACW is now closer to Bernard Josh. He's going to use the DRS along the outside. Doesn't go for it on the outside. He just stays behind the McLaren. Now Josh gets a better traction out of the exit. ACW gets the DRS again. Uses the overtake. Getting a little bit more slipstream from the McLaren. This time he'll go around the outside. Does Bernard Josh hold it? And I think the answer will be no, because ACW has gone past him. Nice move around the outside. Into first place goes the AlphaTauri. So Bernard Josh will have to concede it to second place. His only hope really is just to stay on the back of ACW just so he can at least have DRS and also hold the battery as well. Save the battery, I should say. Really having himself a really good race too. I don't often say that he's usually in the top 10, but he's been doing actually a fantastic job. Did well in qualifying, and that is Bodhard that spun at the exit of the fall corner. Oh dear. Again, he's just not having the greatest races. Bernard Josh now has gone past back ACW and has DRS because he was behind him going to the detection zone. Now we have 5 drivers with penalties already to their names, and that is Kohnhaus, Prezzo, Reedy, Blocky, and now Lane is the next victim with 3 seconds worth of time penalties. Of course, obviously, for multiple warnings. And, oh, Prezzo has spun! Oh, he spun it at the inside curve of turn 6. That is, oh, that's really unfortunate for the Merc. He's dropped down to 13th. He looked like he was in contention to at least be in the top 10, but yeah, that was very unfortunate. Now he's going to have to make up that work all over again. ACW with DRS. Doesn't use the battery this time. Wonder if he's just saving now. He goes to the outside now of Bernard Josh. Walks up a little bit, but has to go wide a little bit too. Bernard Josh gets the DRS still. Now, what is that going to do for Cantu Crap? Because he's closer to ACW. Unfortunately, though, not close enough to do anything. He just has to stay back behind the AlphaTauri. That's pretty much the top 5 being on the class of their own at the moment. We're on right now on lap 7 of 36 here in the Syrian Hills of the Red Bull Ring here at Spielberg. that's a little bit wide there from Jack. I also have noticed something too, is that Jack is using the Casper Ackerman helmet. And I think I can understand why, because of course Austria has a history, well, as of recently, where Max Verstappen supporters come and can't do crap down the inside of ACW. Can't quite get the move done. He was very, very close to the AlphaTauri. Now Benajos will have to concede there, as ACW used the power of DRS to get past the McLaren up into first place again. And Dan the Racer getting past, oh well, fighting Reedy I should say. Banana Cake Pie. Of course getting a bit of a tangle as Prezzo has another spin at turn 3. Not been a great day so far for Mercedes. Up front, Benajos still has DRS. He's not completely out of ACW's picture just yet. Oh, but he runs very wide at the edge of the first corner. He still has DRS. He's not using any battery. And I think his best hope is just to at least... Oh, that's a bit twitchy there. I was going to say he was using safe battery, but then I saw he used overtake going down the back stretch. Meanwhile, the guys that are behind him still hanging on. Can't do crap. Tim and Jack still in that DRS train. Konav's doing a pretty good race overall, having his own little race, and Prezzo has crashed again, this time at turn 1. The car looks a lot dirtier too, as well, I've noticed. I like how they actually have more detail to when you go into the grass, and you see like the car gets a little bit more dirty. Well, something I have noticed just recently. Oh, that is, oh my gosh! It's just almost crisscross like, in front of Kenty Crab. He unfortunately has to concede down to 5th. He ran very, very wide at that corner. And who was that again? That's Spain Buddhud. Again, that's the same way at the fall corner. Jeez. Yeah, really not have been a great day for him. And while that's happening, Kenty Crab is a little bit outside of ACW's window in terms of DRS, because the gap, look at that, is starting to increase a little bit. Gap is now 1.2 seconds as Prezzo has retired. Where is that at? Is he retired in the pits? I don't see any yellow flags. As Kenty Crab's coming to the pits. Right, so he's going to respond with an undercut. As there is, who's that? That is Lane. That is spun at turn 7, I believe. Oh, goodness me. And he's, oh, goodness. Try to get too greedy on the power. I guess the tires were a little bit too hot. So what does Kenty Crab go for? That is the medium tires. So he'll carry that on to the end of the race. So he comes out ahead of Chish and behind Absolute Unit. Right now Tim's in a very good spot to try to score a good haul of points as well, to at least get closer to Absolute Unit in the championship. Vision with a 3-second time penalty. And Prezzo's left the session as well. I'm guessing Prezzo must have retired in the pits, because I didn't, because I was very confused why there was no yellow flags, because normally when someone retires in the pits, they usually shows there's yellow flags at that area, like in the main straight, as Jack comes in for his pit stop. This is to respond to the Ferrari Kenty Crab, who's coming around the penultimate corner. And on to a set of mediums goes the Williams. Now, where does where does Kenty Crab come out of all this? And the answer is, well ahead of Jack by miles from the way it looks. because he also had the aid of DRS, which means he's up by just over 2 seconds. So he got a massive undercut from the Williams. So good job there from Ferrari. Excuse me, from the Ferrari. As False and Reed are scrapping out for 6th place. Oh, that's a bit of a scrap there, I would say. Reedy doing actually not too bad. Like I said, he's doing fairly good where he's at. Oh, contact! That's the McLaren of JJ. He's into the barrier. Way into the infield of the Max Verstappen grandstand. And he's lost his front wing from that contact. Gonna have to be very careful. Indeed, he's got a couple other cars behind. Oh. Thankfully, they got through safely. I think that might have been a racing incident, though, because I think from the way it looked, I think it was just incidental contact. And there's Botthard again. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's definitely having a repeat of last week, that's for sure. ACW right now holding his lead, got a 2.4 second margin to Tim. But now Josh right now in 3rd. I would imagine these two will come into the pits. ACW will stay out for a little while until probably lap, maybe like lap 22 or 23, he'll go into the pits. Tim, oh no, he stays out for a little while longer. Well, that keeps happening. He might have a risk of losing out to Can't Do Crap. Can't Do Crap right now is in 8th, and he's not that far from Tim either. I think the time you lose is on, what, 20 seconds? It's lucky. Doing what Banana Josh did earlier, going very wide at the first corner at Lauda Curve. Thankfully, though, he gets back on the track safely. He's got BCP for company in the back. These are the guys that were at the rear of the field at the start of the race. Right now in the top 5, but of course have yet to pit. And let's see, what else is going on behind? Conass right behind Chich for 11th place. That's another battle. So we've got really just 3 battles from the way it looks. Basically being Blocky, Can't Do Crap and Reedy, and someone has gone off, and that's Lane. No, wait, I'm sorry, that is not Lane. That's Jack. That's the other Williams. I'm sorry for that, Lane. But yeah, he spins at turn 8. That was the man that, oh, he spins again at the middle of the track at the exit of turn 9 towards the entry of turn 10. Tires are way too hot. He's got to be very careful. Otherwise he will crash out if he doesn't be careful with those smoldering rears. Oh dear me. Yellow flags again. Oh, Botthard. This has been a shocking race for you. Spins out again at the final corner, the 3rd time he's done that in this race. Tim's got to come in now, surely. Yeah, there you go. He's coming in, Banana Josh is going to come in. Although, I think this will allow Can't Do Crap to give a massive undercut, for sure. As he's also gone past Falls in the process. Medium tires for the Aston Martin, medium tires for the McLaren. But they will feel younger. That's the only difference. But yeah, look at that. Well, when I say look at that, not when he went wide. I was going to mention the undercut, because he's got a massive undercut to those guys. And a gap of just, probably just over like 5 or 6 seconds. As Jack accumulates a penalty, 3 seconds. As Reedy comes in, Chish comes in for medium tires to the end of the race. So now ACW leads just by 11.2 seconds. Obviously has hit to bit, excuse me. But Can't Do Crap is looking pretty comfortable at the moment. Currently in 4th, and just, if I have to say rough guess, maybe 14 seconds from the lead? Yeah, 14.7 seconds from the lead. And coming in, looks like one of the Alpines. That is false. He's coming in for his pit stop. As long as there's no safety car, Canty Crap has a fairly good chance of this race. We'll have to wait and see how it pans out, though. Surprised we've had no safety car, though, to this point. Well, I remember yesterday I was speaking to Lane how many safety cars I was thinking we were going to have. I was thinking we were maybe going to have 1, maybe 2 at max. So far, none, at least for the time being. And Falls has gone to his soft tires. Hold on. Didn't he start on the mediums? Oh, he did. That's quite an early stop. I'm not going to lie. Oh, I love this softs are fresh. As Oscar sets the fastest lap of the race. And an incident involving Jack and Chich, I think. And a virtual safety car has been deployed. Maybe there was, I don't know if there was contact or if Jack spun on his own. But anyway, we got a virtual safety car. But does he have damage, though, is the question. Oh, he's got more than damage. He doesn't have a front wing. And, oh, this is going to be interesting. So, Canty Crap comes back in. This time he's on a set of mediums. So, he'll be on a fresher set than Tim and Banana Josh. Alright, this is going to be pretty interesting. So now the drivers have got to be very careful, obviously, not to exceed the delta, otherwise you will get a drive-through penalty. So what does ACW do? Does he go in? Does he take the gamble? He's got a big gap. No, he does not. And I think he wisely chose not to because the green flags came back out. Alright, so we're back at the green. So Canty Crap is now down to 8th place after taking that pit stop under the vertical safety car. Well, to be quite honest with you, I'm not sure if I would have done that. Unless I don't know if maybe he wasn't confident that he wasn't going to get to the end. But I think from my understanding, I think you can do, what is it, maybe 26, 27 laps on the medium tire. I mean, from where he pitted, he could have just really just gone to the end. I mean, I know these two will make it to the end easily. Tim will try to catch up to his championship rival in a brief time. This is on younger set of medium tires. 2 laps compared to 18. Between Absolute Idiot and Tim. And of course Banana Josh as well, because he pitted at the same time as Tim. Canty Crap though has got some work to do. And Tim sets the fastest lap. And so does Banana Josh. He goes to 8. Wow, that's even quicker. He goes into the 105s. Tim went to the low 106s on that lap. Might have been from the aid of DRS and overtake. So Canty Crap, let's see what he does. He's going to have to try to get by Conehouse. He's got DRS, not close enough though to attack the Red Bull. Conehouse plants the car very nicely there. Through the exit turn 3 up towards the third DRS. He's much closer to the Red Bull. Pulls over to the left-hand side, and easy as you like, gets ahead. Oh, no, maybe not. Oh, Conehouse breaks later than him, and he spins out. I think that was self-inflicted there from Conehouse. Canty Crap gave him plenty of space. But, yeah, that was definitely, I think that was self-inflicted. As Tim has gone past his championship rival now for 4th place. Now he needs to catch his teammate as ACW has now come into the pits for his stop. For a brand new set of soft tires. Goodness, I couldn't speak there. He comes out just ahead of Banana Josh. And now the hunt is on to go and catch Tim. So now Blocky is in the lead. Question is though, how will those tires feel at the end of the race for ACW? He's got to do at least about 16 laps. That's quite a margin there for him to go with those tires. But they are brand new. He didn't use any during qualifying, as Lane has spun at the final corner, has lost his front wing, and probably ran to the outside part of the track. And we got a virtual safety car. Oh, this is going to get interesting. This is going to get interesting. Blocky comes in, BCP as well. This is going to be a stop for them. Tim is going to have to stay out, doesn't want to go for the double stack. Absolute Unit now comes in. Oh, this might help him out a little bit in some case. ACW obviously staying out. He doesn't need to go for another set. And there you go, the medium runners that were at the back are in the top 5, or top 10 I should say, on soft tires. Blocky, Banana, Absolute Unit, and well now Reedy, he's got, has he gone past? No, he said he did on the timing screen. No, Absolute Unit is behind BCP. Saved it from going outside the top 10 for those guys, definitely. But yeah, this is going to get pretty interesting, I'd say. Quite a long virtual safety car, though, I'm not going to lie. Well, I said we would have 2 safety cars, but it wasn't the real life one, it's the virtual. Oh, and what's going on there? Oh, that explains why. Bottas lane by the cars, because he's being lapped. Oh, he's got an Alpine. Thankfully, though, nothing happens as Jack has crashed out of turn 1. Will that bring out a safety car? There he is there. He's on the inside. And now both the Preslins are out of the race. And the answer is no. No safety cars coming out. Right. Well, I mean, the car was further into the grass, so I guess fair enough, in a way. There's Blocky on the back of Cantu Crap. He's got DRS, using the battery, goes to the inside, and just parks the car in a good position there, and he moves to 4th. Now Blocky's been released to go and hunt down a Banana Josh. It was just 7.6 seconds up the road. Speaking of hunting, ACW setting the fastest lap of the race, a 105.6. He's got those fresher soft tires. And Blocky counters back with the fastest lap. Same with Absolute Unit. Up to turn 3. As Jack's left the session, and Absolute Unit has accumulated a 3-second time penalty. And there's Bothard. I'm honestly starting to feel really sorry for him. Goodness me. Man's just not had the greatest race. Like I said, had a lot of spins in Portugal, and unfortunately suffering the same fate here in Austria. While ACW is just under a second to Tim. So he will get DRS this lap. As DRS doesn't use any battery. And he's not close enough there, but he'll be closer here on this part. Uses the battery. Oh, he turns it off now. He used a little bit. Uses the slipstream from the Aston Martin. Obviously not close enough to do anything there. But he gets good traction there, so does Tim. But ACW is much closer now. Uses the power of DRS and overtake. Tim tries to defend on the inside. Tim holds the inside line for the time being as Boddard has retired in the pit lane. He's called it a quits there for tonight, unfortunately, there for the Red Bull driver. ACW holding back, at least for the time being. Right behind the Aston Martin. Through turn 7, through turn 8. Up the little hill to turn 9, the penultimate corner. As we've got yellow flags, again, that is for Boddard's car coming out of the pits. As Konas gets a penalty. ACW won't make the move here, but he'll try to get him down this second DRS straight. Blocky gets a 3-second penalty, and ACW uses the overtake, uses DRS, and goes past the Aston Martin. Into first place goes the AlphaTauri, but Tim can counter back with DRS. Does he have enough overtake, enough time to get there? He goes to the inside, tries to send it on the AlphaTauri, but he hasn't got the grip to do so to get past him. He has to stay back for just a little bit longer. I think that was a little bit of a hopeless task there for Tim. Tries to hold it, but he couldn't. But he's still within DRS. I think ACW, though, might be at a disadvantage, though, once those tires will start to die out. He's got to do about 10 more laps on those tires. The question is, how long can he hold it for? Tim has DRS. Tries to gain on the AlphaTauri. He's not close enough. Oh, but he overshoots the corner there. That's going to allow ACW to get further away. Tim, though, still has DRS. Canty Crap, meanwhile, is fighting with Blocky for 4th place. So Blocky wasn't initially released as I thought he would be. He's still fighting with the Ferrari. He fights back on the Ferrari and gets past him. Absolutely Unit is behind. He also got past Banana as well a little while ago from what it seems. And Tim, meanwhile, has slipped out of DRS range from ACW. He's just about 1.1 seconds behind. He needs to be under a second. He won't get DRS here as well. As he goes wide, trying to push as much as he possibly can just to get under that 1 second range. ACW has burned out his battery. Same with Tim. Now, Blocky going very wide out of turn 1. There is absolutely Unit behind with DRS, with Canty Crap and BCP. Canty Crap down the inside into turn 3. He gets past Blocky again into 4th place. Blocky, though, he will not have DRS. They must have, I guess they must have gone to the detection zone at the same time. That makes a little bit of sense. Absolutely Unit got very, very close to the rear diffuser of the car. Tim, meanwhile, is in DRS range again, so he's got some help from the rear wing. He will get help from the rear wing. Yeah, you can see ACW's car is flashing red on the back of his car because that is indicating he is out of battery. Tim, however, is not. But he doesn't have that much from what I saw. I think Tim's best bet, because I think ACW's tires will die out in the last bit of the race. It's just to stay behind as Canty Crap again down the inside of Blocky. Blocky holds on. DRS enabled for the Haas. This is going to bring some trouble for the Ferrari. Here comes Absolute Unit to the outside, and he gets past Canty Crap for 5th place. Yeah, he did not have DRS because he was ahead of Blocky going into the detection zone, trying to fight him off. And yellow flag. And that is one of the Alpha Towers. That is, I think that's Honest Crook. Oh, yeah, laying on when I was on Honest Crook. Yeah, it was Honest Crook. Yeah, I saw the dot of the Alpha Tower. I thought for a moment it was ACW. Absolute Unit is now on the back of Blocky. He has DRS. Uses the power of the overtake. Moves to the right side and moves past easily before the braking zone. Ahead of the Haas. Absolutely from 19th right now is in 4th place. He's gained 15 spots over the course of this race. Let's see what Tim's battery situation is. He's saved a little. He's definitely got more than ACW. Tim's a little bit outside that DRS range. Well, he was for a brief moment, but he's got it back. Can he get DRS? I think he did. He's just clicked under a second as soon as he crossed that detection zone. And yep, I was correct. He's still got DRS on that rear wing of the Aston Martin. Obviously not close enough to do anything. Lucky though, still. Oh, he had the car unsettled there. And you see Absolute's battery is pretty much on the edge of extinction because you can see the flashing light at the back of the car. Lucky though is much closer to Absolute Unit. Absolute got the better traction, but Lucky does not look like he's close enough to do anything there. Has to stay back. Meanwhile, all that's happening, but now Josh is just pretty much on the world of his own. Currently in 3rd. Looks like selling for a career best finish here at the Red Bull Ring. Oh, that's not what Tim needed. He's got a 3-second time penalty. Multiple warnings there. That is really something he didn't need it. Now Tim has the younger tires. He's got lasting tires than ACW. He's closer, but not close enough. ACW has a little bit of a wiggle there at the exit. What does Tim do here? That's DRS. It's not close enough to do anything there. Has to stay back. We've only got 5 more laps to go. Let me look at the warning situation for ACW real quickly. What is he up to in that? Oh, he's well clean. He has no warnings to him. Ooh, I think he might have been close to doing that there. He was very wide out of the bottom corner. Up 33-36. I think ACW's tires have started to fall off the cliff now. Tim is closer. And he's got DRS, uses overtake, moves to the left-hand side, and goes past the AlphaTauri back to the lead. But he's got to try to get 3 seconds of ACW. But ACW has the DRS. Does he try to fight back into turn 4? He stays behind. Now, what about these two? Still scrapping out for 4th. Absolutely and Blocky. Blocky's got DRS. Absolutely has no battery. Blocky doesn't go for it. You heard him lift the throttle there a little bit. And there's Canty Crab. He's closer than what I saw a couple laps ago. He was down by nearly a second. Now he's behind the gearbox of the Haas. ACW just hanging on. Tim trying to break the slipstream. 3 more laps to go here in the Red Bull Ring. ACW with DRS. Tries to get close. Not close enough to do anything. Tim stays ahead. And gets a good exit the corner, but ACW got a better one, I think. And he's got DRS. Tim weaving about, not close enough for ACW to attack him. As Chich picks up a 3-second time penalty. All Tim can hope for really is if ACW makes a catastrophic mistake or gets a 3-second time penalty very quickly. That's his only chance maybe of winning this race. Still got the scrap for fourth between these three with absolutely blocking can't do crap. ACW still behind, not close enough to do anything. Tim hops the curb. DRS opened again. ACW saving that battery. Got 2 more laps to go. Goes to the left side. Tries to get past the Aston Martin. Tim tries to defend. Good defense there from the Aston Martin. But ACW got a good exit, but Tim looks like he got a better one from the way it looks. And out of turn 4, he stays ahead of the AlphaTauri. Well, this still a scrap for 4. Hold on. There is Konas. That is spun. Oh, thankfully he gets out of the way safely. Up the hill through turn 9 and coming to turn 10. We have 1 more lap of this race here at the Red Bull Ring. ACW clinching on the gearbox of the Aston Martin of Tim. Tim tries to break the slipstream up to turn 1. Doesn't go for anything. Flips the curve, both of them. Up towards the second DRS zone at the exit of 1. He has the DRS. He uses the overtake, and I think this will be a simple overtake for ACW, and it is a simple overtake for ACW. He goes back up into the lead. But I know Tim wants to try to win this on track, and he's going to try, but he doesn't have the battery to do so. ACW to defend on the inside. He goes for the big send on the outside. ACW holds on. ACW though overcorrects the corner a little bit. Through turn 5 and turn 6, ACW stays ahead of the Aston Martin. And it looks like it's going to be a 3rd win for ACW. Through turn 8. Then up to turn 9. 2 more corners remaining for both of them. 1 more corner to negotiate for the final time. ACW will cross the line now and take the checker flag. Wins the Austrian Grand Prix. Tim will settle for 2nd place. Banana Josh, a good race from him, settles for 3rd. Absolutely in it. A great race from him from 19th to 4th. Can't do crap. Will have to settle for 5th place as 2 cars crash out. 3 cars actually. Blocky will come home in 6th place. PCP in 7th. And Reedy, a great finish from him, finishing in the top 10 in 8th place. And I'm sure he'll be very happy with that. Chich will come home in 9th, Vision in 10th. Oh, I'm sorry, Vision in 8th and Reedy in 9th, based off of penalties. Falston 11th, Dan the Racer 12th, JJ in 13th, Konas 14th, Lane in 15th, and Huss Crook rounds it off the rest of the remaining runners. Cool. And yep, I would expect that. Absolutely a driver of the day from 19th to 4th. 15 places gained. And in the end, ACW takes another victory. Back-to-back victories for the AlphaTauri driver, continuing his good form since joining the team. And Tim does a good job as well, gains 2nd place. That'll help him out a little bit in the championship to get closer to absolute unit. Banana Josh, a great run from him in the McLaren, finishing in 3rd, a career best, like I said. Absolutely gained the fastest lap of the race, and we will go over the results, your provisional results, one more time. ACW wins from Tim, Banana Josh, Absolute Unit, Can't Do Crap, Blocky, BCP, Vision, Reedy, Chich, False, Dan, Dan the Racer, JJ, Conehouse, Lane, Honest Crook, and then Bollard Jack. And the Breslin boys, unfortunately, did not finish. And the guy that accumulated the most penalties was Conehouse with 15 seconds worth of time penalties. Oh, yeah, it was pretty decent racing though overall. Some good battles up front, some good battles in the midfield. Not bad overall. I will say that. Not bad at all. But no, it was a good race, and I'm glad that my voice sounds a lot smoother than it has in the last couple of races that I've done. So, yeah, clearly obvious signs my cold has definitely progressed a lot in terms of getting better. But yeah, no, good win for ACW. Yeah, let me make sure. I think that is career race win number 3 for ACW. Because he won in Silverstone. He won in... Oh, no, it would be his 4th because he won in Belgium as well. So it'd be, yeah, race number 4. So basically, yeah, he's on really good form. So this is 3 races in a row he's won. And he became a full-timer, when was it, in Spa he became a full-time? I want to say. Yeah, he's been doing really good. It doesn't surprise me either, because ACW is definitely a strong driver as well. One of the fastest drivers I've known and raced against as well. And yeah, well, that concludes that. We've now got 4 more races to go, and that is Russia, and then will be the debut of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix in 2 weeks, then Japan, and then Italy, and Monza for the Italian Grand Prix. So yeah, pretty much that's one Tokyo-drum down in this part of the calendar, only 2 more to go. Russia is going to be quite interesting. Quite interesting. For sure. Over the course of the time I've raced or watched races around Russia, tends to be some sort of an incident that happens in the beginning of the race. We'll see what kind of race it has in store for us for next week. But yeah, until then, I hope you guys enjoyed the race. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like the stream if you did, and subscribe to Driven by Speed for more racing to come here on the DBS F1 series. Till then, my name is Katie1997. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.